All right, so some of the results obviously are still coming in from around the state.
And here in Bexar County, there are about 1.1 million registered voters, but only a small fraction actually cast their ballots in this primary. KENS 5 reporter Alyssa Tejas is joining us live this morning. And how many people exactly came out to vote there, Alyssa?
Good morning, Sarah. Well, election officials tell us 183,000 people cast their ballots. This includes absentee ballots as well as results from the early voting period. This means that only about 15% of voters who are registered showed up to the polls this time around. But for primary voting elections, this is typical. They are usually low, but election officials say compared to 2020, this year's primary is significantly lower for folks who showed up on election day. A total of 74,000 people cast their votes on Tuesday compared to 114,000 in 2020. This is still more, though, than back in 2018. Election administrators also saying more mail-in ballots were rejected than previous years. Thanks to new application requirements, about 35% of ballots have been rejected compared to about only 2 to 3% in years past. About 11,000 people cast mail-in ballots. Poll workers did experience some issues like multiple hotspots going down, but tech staffs were on standby across the state, though. There were major issues which may have contributed to delays in statewide results. The largest county in the state, Harris County, had issues with its election machines. There were issues in Tarrant County also because of equipment problems, and similar issues kept 2 polling places in Denton County open late. And while folks were slow to the polls here in Bexar County early on in the day, election officials say they were pleased with turnout during the last 3 hours of voting.
You know, we try and do our projections and we look at it. And so going into this, it was going to be 65 to 80. So I'm really glad we climbed over that 65.
Now, if your mail-in ballot was rejected, not to worry, you still have a chance to fix any issues. You can show up to the elections office by March 7th to make any changes. Reporting from Alamo Heights, I'm Alyssa Tejas, KENS 5.